Hello, 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 and welcome back to Creative M.E.L.O.D.I. I'm Anthony Frazer, and this is
Marlene Marvelous.
And if you have time for us today, you have time for your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And today we will be introducing you to the Bible. No, I'm kidding. We are not going to introduce you to that Bible. We're going to introduce you to another one. This is Chappell Roan's Femininomenon, right? Femininomenon.
Yeah, something like that.
Femininomenon. Yeah, because I said Femininomenon, and that's not it.
Yeah, Femininomenon.
But this is a live performance at Primavera. What?
Nom.
And an enemy. Anyway, this is a live at Primavera Sound in Barcelona, Spain, this year in 2025. So without further ado, let's dive in.
Until I feel the vibrations.
The crowd response is everything.
You hear me?
Well, I will say this. I really enjoy her stage presence.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she worked the entire stage because I was waiting for her to use that fucking catwalk and then she used it the last 3 seconds of the song.
Okay.
But no, I really did appreciate it. And honestly, the crowd response, any artist would die. That is the level of crowd response you get when you are a legend like Britney and Lady Gaga and Beyonce and stuff like that. Like, that's the crowd response you get. And to be honest, we were just at a fucking Beyonce concert. It was not that loud. And the stadium was fucking packed, okay? It was packed. The response to singing along was not that loud. So that is insane. It's like the fucking whole crowd was mic'd, you know? But yeah, that's crazy. I absolutely loved it. I do also like the set piece. I don't know if you got to see, but do you remember the Good Luck Babe performance that she did on the VMAs?
Yes.
The castle burning?
Mm-hmm.
That was giving me the castle burned down.
Ooh, okay.
So I wonder if that plays into the new album.
Ooh.
Of the castle being burnt down and she being the knight in shining armor.
That'd be interesting. That would be very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I was also trying to look at her clothes and what it was, but there was a lot of, like, you know, frills or whatever that were on there, like long pieces that were just kind of like dangling.
Yeah.
And it seemed like there was something under it, kind of like it was like a cut up uniform of some sort, or like a cut up like castle gesture outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was she maybe supposed to be like a queen or a king or something? And then because her house burned down, she turned into the gesture?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know if it's even that deep. It could not be, but I don't know. It was just given so much. Love the makeup though.
Yes.
Absolutely love the makeup. I'm probably going to give this a 10.
Okay.
Because I really did like the performance and the crowd participating as well. You know, it was a great performance. I would say this is a great performance for her.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I think I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna give it a 10. Now, is it the most perfect performance? No, I agree. I wish she would have walked the catwalk, sooner before the end. Because I feel like, you could have really gotten the
Every
crowd.
chorus.
Yes, like I feel like that would have like gotten the crowd even more hyped. You know what I mean? To really like work that stage, I felt like that would have been cute. I don't think you necessarily needed any backup dancers or anything, or anyone else on the stage with you, because I felt like even just with what you had with like the band, I felt like it was perfectly fine.
It was enough.
So yeah, so I like that. I like the visuals of everything. I love the stage. In fact, Despite her already doing some kind of like medieval like set at the VMAs, to me personally, the way that I looked at this, it kind of reminded me a lot of like Lady Gaga and her Born This Way ball tour, and even with like the Mayhem, like
the set that she did for Coachella.
Yeah, and like that set that she's bringing around with her as she's touring right now, like that's kind of what I was.
Isn't that the same from Coachella?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah.
But I think we're gonna get something different for the Mayhem Ball tour.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I just feel like though that there's a little bit of possibly a Lady Gaga influence in this.
Oh, 100%. You can tell she is influenced by Lady Gaga.
Now, yes, absolutely love the makeup. Oh my god, I want to recreate this myself. Like, this is so good. This is so cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Like, the whole eye being, like, the rainbow.
It's very, like, 80s inspired, too. Like, it's very 80s inspired. And the fact that the makeup matches, like, the outfit, like, the colors go with the colors of the outfit. I absolutely love stuff like that. That's so good. Yeah, she looks amazing. To me, she looks more like a general or something. Like the things that were falling off were like the little tassels to me look like medals. That's kind of the vibe I got. To me, this is more like a general outfit, but who knows? You could also be right, and it's more like a gesture. I could see that too. But yeah, I mean, I really like her energy. I love her attitude in this. I love just how she performs. But I do want to talk about the call and the response thing, because that was the big thing that really stood out to me. The fact that you had the crowd going since the beginning of this song, I think really speaks volumes about her as a performer and an entertainer. And I don't know how deep you want to dive into this, but it makes me think a lot about because this is in Spain, right? The fact that you're getting this kind of love and respect from another country.
Overseas.
Yeah. To me, like, this shows longevity. And I feel like, I have been hearing some negative things about her lately from the media. But it also makes me wonder, like, is that because that is American media? What are they saying about her in, like, other countries and stuff? Like, are they seeing that same thing that we're seeing? Or to be quite honest, I wouldn't even be surprised if this is what it is. But I'm kind of wondering if people are only saying negative things about her just to tear her down and just to kind of like hit her and ruin her career or something and knock her down. You know what I mean? Because let's be real, when you have that kind of influence, people get scared. People get jealous. People get threatened. We've seen it happen time and time and time and time again. I don't necessarily want to compare her to Britney.
No, let's not.
But we will say this though, when it does come to female artists, you know, they do tend to get knocked down a lot.
Yeah.
And they do tend to get picked on and targeted. And it is very scary to be, you know, a woman in the entertainment industry, because you just never really know how people are going to look at you and what they want from you, and you're just never enough, or you're just too much. And, you know, if you have an opinion about something, you know, it better be the right opinion, otherwise it's going to be the wrong opinion, and you're going to be criticized and scrutinized for it. You know, I know that she has said some things politically, you know, that maybe isn't everyone's favorite opinion or whatnot, or whatever have you. But nonetheless, you know, if she's being asked these questions, she, you know, I feel like she wants to be more authentic and say, well, this is what I think and feel, you know, and I don't know. I'm not going to get really too deep into this. All I'm going to say is that this country just never can make up its mind. And I really blame that this idea that a female pop star has to be this perfect idea, or really women have to give out this perfect idea of what society wants. And unfortunately, I feel like some of the moments that she is put into falls, or unfortunately makes her look like she is the bad guy.
Right.
But again, you know, just not everything is black and white. I'll say that.
No, and I agree. I agree with that. Yeah.
But yeah, I like the performance. It's a really good performance.
Yeah, it definitely is a really good performance. I feel like it's very captivating. And the fact that you're able to do this at a festival overseas really kind of shows your staying power, you know, that you have in the industry. But what's also crazy is that, and I've known this for a long time as well, artists are much bigger overseas than they are here. They are more respected overseas than they are here, which is why a lot of artists, my top two, Britney and Mariah, you know, the girls, they really love Japan. They really love Asia and the different countries, and different countries in Asia. And they prefer it over there and that's why they give them all these like special, you know, different covers and bonus tracks and this and that, because they're kind of put on a pedestal out there. Whereas here we build them up to tear them down. And they're not as respected out here, and their fans over there really go to bat for them. So I just hope that she has been seeing the same success, you know, starting out. She's getting like the Bieber effect and the Billie Eilish effect, and I'm hoping that it continues for her, because she seems like she's deserving of it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I agree.
So, well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and check you guys out in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button for all future videos. Bye for now.
Bye!
Until I feel the vibrations.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, why not go check out some other videos like the interviews and the unboxing videos?
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, they're like down there, duh.
Duh.